Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening, hero. Long time no see.
Yeah, do you remember me?
I can remember you, of course.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been a long time. I'm not sure when was the last time that we talked. Maybe it's been
yeah.
a month?
Yeah, no, but only 1 week ago, maybe.
A week ago.
Yeah.
Alright. I see. So, how's your week?
Huh?
How's your week going? How's everything going recently?
Yeah. I am busy. I am too busy to prepare to next my job as a consulting work. Next week or in July, I start working in new client. So now I prepare my job.
I see.
Can you understand?
So you're
Yeah.
You're busy preparing. You're preparing
Yeah.
for
Yes.
next month, right?
Yes.
I see. So how is everything going on now? Are you living which city are you in right now, Hiro?
Yokohama. Yokohama is about 20 minutes from Tokyo.
So Yokohama. How is everything going in Yokohama in terms of coronavirus cases?
Yeah. Yokohama is near Tokyo, so it is very dangerous area. But in my area is very local area, so my area is more safety than other area, central area. Yeah.
Yeah, good to hear that. So
How about your area?
Okay, good question. I think it's becoming more strict again because before our region,
Yeah.
we had no coronavirus case, like 0 case in our region before.
Yeah.
But now there are already a lot of coronavirus patients. In our city alone, there are already 8 positive coronavirus patients.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're
let me confirm. There is only 8 patients in your area.
in our city, yes.
Yeah.
In our city.
Yeah.
8 coronavirus positive patients. But our city is just very small.
I see.
If these people have exposed themselves to different people in town, so there are already a lot of asymptomatic patients, and those asymptomatic patients would, also go around the city, and they will meet a lot of people. They can also, transmit the disease or the virus to other people. So that's what's scary about that, because there are probably asymptomatic people out there, right? And our city is just very small, so I'm just really worried about that.
Yeah, it is very scary for you.
I know, that's why I don't really go to a lot of places. I work at home, I go to exercise, then after that I come back home. I buy groceries twice a month, every 15 days. Yeah, every 15 days.
Yeah. There are not people in outside.
There
In
still a lot of people.
your city.
Yeah, there are still a lot of people here.
A lot of people.
Yeah, because from ECQ maybe. Okay, I haven't told you about this. Before we were in enhanced community quarantine level, so that was very strict. Like you cannot go outside if you don't have quarantine pass. But they changed it to GCQ, that means General Community Quarantine.
Yeah.
So people can already go outside without quarantine pass. That is implemented to help the economy because the economy is crashing. Like businesses have to slowly open. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why. But since there's no quarantine pass needed, people can just go outside anytime they want.
Yeah.
But you have to wear a mask.
Yeah. Japan is the same situation. Maybe. Yeah.
I see. So let's just be safe always. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so anyways, today you requested for Daily News Hero.
Yeah.
Can you read the title for me, please?
Middle-aged Americans more stressed today than in 1990s.
Okay. Middle-aged Americans more stressed today than in 1990s. I think everybody is stressed.
Yes.
The middle-aged Americans.
Yeah.
Right? I was born in 1994. Yeah. I'm a millennial. Like, I can really say that, I feel like life before was, I witnessed how life was before. It wasn't very stressful as this generation.
Yeah.
Right? Anyways, let's talk about Health USA and Americas. First, let's learn some useful vocabulary.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
No. Please skip the vocabulary session. Okay.
Okay. You want to skip it? Okay. So you're familiar, alright, with all that, with the vocabulary above. So now let's go to article. Do you want us to read it paragraph by paragraph, Hero?
Yeah. I want to read after you by paragraph.
Okay. Now let's get started. A new study has found that Americans aged between 45 and 65 may be much more stressed today than people in that same age range were in the 1990s.
A new study has found that Americans aged between 45 and 65 may be much more stressed today than people in that same age range were in the 1990s.
A team of researchers led by Penn State University looked at data from 1,499 adults in 1995 and data from 782 adults in 2012.
A team of researchers led by Penn State University looked at data from 1,499 adults in 1995 and data from 782 adults in 2012.
Both groups were interviewed every day for 8 days and were asked about anything stressful they had experienced in the previous 24 hours. This included things like arguments with family and friends and problems at work.
Both groups were interviewed every day for 8 days and were asked about anything stressful they had experienced in previous 24 hours. This included things like argument with family and friends and problem at work.
So the study published in American Psychologist found that 2% adults experienced more stress in the 2010 than the 1990s. However, among those aged 45 to 64, 19% experienced more stress in the 2010s.
Yes, the study published in American Psychologist found that 2% of adults experienced more stress in 2010s than 1990s. However, among those aged 45 to 64, 90% experienced more stress in 2010s.
So, David M. Almeida of Penn State University said that researchers were very surprised that so many middle-aged Americans were more stressed.
David M. Almeida of Penn State University said researchers were very surprised that so many middle-aged Americans were more stressed.
Middle-aged people were also 17% more likely to think that stress would future plans. The same age group was also 27% more likely to believe that their finances would be affected by stress in the 2010s than people that age in the 1990s.
Middle-aged people were also 70% more likely to think that stress would affect their future plans. The same age group was also 27% more likely to believe that their finances would be affected by stress in 2010s than people that age in the 1990s.
Healthline.com reports that Almeida and his team had expected adults to be more stressed now than in the 1990s, but he said they thought it would be people in their 20s and 30s who would be most stressed.
Health.com reports that Almeida and his...
Healthline.
Healthline.
Healthline.com.
Yeah, sorry. Healthline.com reports that Almeida and his team had expected adults to be more stressed now than in the 1990s. But he said they thought it would be people in their 20s and 30s who would be most stressed.
Almeida says the research shows that middle-aged Americans seem to have more pressure on them now. For example, they might be looking after young adult children while also taking care of older family members. And at work, they are more likely to be in management roles with responsibility for many people.
Yeah. Almeida says the researchers show that the middle-aged Americans seems to have more pressure on them now. For example, they might be looking after young adult children while also taking care of older family members. And at work, they are more likely to be in management role with responsibility for many people.
Alright, we're finally done.
Yeah.
Any questions in this article?
No, thank you.
Okay. I also noticed even children in this generation, even high schoolers or elementary students,
Yeah.
they always say, I'm stressed. They always post on social media, they're stressed. Like during in my generation, when I was same age with them, like right now, I didn't feel like I was stressed. Like no matter how stressful school were, like my studies, but I didn't really feel, I had to be like that, like posting on social media, like telling everyone that I'm stressed, emotionally drained. Like we didn't have that kind of mindset when I was still in high school or elementary. So students, children, middle-aged people, this generation, they are very melodramatic and emotional,
My daughter was born last August, so it is a pleasant. It is a pleasant event, but I have one of the stress point. I add the stress. Yeah.
It added to your stress.
Yes.
Like what do you mean added to your stress? Like having a baby?
Yeah. I must take much time to raising her, of course, and I must think over about education for her and so on. But she make me happy, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
But to think the expenses, the tuition fee, raising a child, it must be so stressful, right?
Yeah. As I said first, I want her to learn English in childhood. So in Japan, in that case, we take much money to learn English. Yeah.
Exactly. I agree with that. So I also think, there are so many factors why people get stressed nowadays.
Yeah.
Unlike before, right? Comparing before. So yeah, that's why a lot of people are stressed in this generation. No wonder. Anyways, so let's go to discussion part here, okay? So you have to answer these questions.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the findings of this study?
Yeah. Result of this article is very interesting. So I want to know detailed reason that today's people more stressed than people in the 1990s because reason of last paragraph is same with people in 1990s. So I want to detail.
You want to know more?
Yeah, I want to detail. Yeah, more. Yes.
I understand because this article didn't really say a lot of factors why these groups of people experience what they've been going through because it's so limited information. So me too, I want to know detailed information.
Yeah.
Right. More
but in my opinion, I think people in the past more stressed than today's people. I think かなと思う。because people in 1990s had to work hard and had to work hard from early morning to midnight, and they don't have time for myself, themselves. So
For themselves, right?
for themselves, yes. So I think old people more stressed than today's people, I think. But article is
Opposite.
Opposite result.
Yeah, that makes sense. But they cannot just, because in this survey, it's reasonable. I think it's reasonable because they just studied, Americans, right?
Yes.
They were not. They are specific. Like they didn't generalize it, like in the in the world or something like that. So because it's different. Yeah, culture, environment, work stress. So there are so many factors.
Yeah.
So different, and traditions too, norms. So why would you say when would you say, Hero, is usually the least stressful time in a person's life? Why do you think so? When
do you I think
Like
I think the least I think the least stressful time is for old age. Old age.
Why? Why do you think so?
Because as articles, old age is after raising a child and working hard and so on. With many experience and knowledge, and without stress, I think I can live without stress.
Yeah, because less responsibility, right? Like you don't have a lot of responsibility already. You don't have work responsibility. You don't have responsibility of raising your children because you've done your part already. So you just have to think of yourself, like taking a rest, something like that.
Yeah.
Right? I agree with you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. But, it's so stressful as well. Like, yeah, maybe for example, you're, like you cannot do a lot of things already. You just, I don't know how it feels because, I'm still in my 20s. So maybe when in 30s, I would feel really so stressful.
Yes.
Might get stressed. Anyways, thank you so much, Hiro, for today.
Yeah.
I hope you learned something. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
You're most welcome. Thank you for doing your best.
Yeah.
I hope to see you again next time.
Yeah, see you again. Thank you.
See you again. Bye.
Bye.